For lesson 2 in Unit 3, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what I consider to be one of the most powerful tools that Google Tools offers in its suite of tools. Google Forms is a way for you to create surveys, are able to receive feedback. It's a way for you to get input immediately on people's responses. Let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at Google Tools. Google Forms. I'm going to go ahead and access my Google Drive. Once I go ahead and open up my Google Drive dashboard, I'm going to go ahead and go to the Create Pull menu. And we're just going to come on down to Google Form. Before we get started, I guess I should do a little bit of explanation as far as what a form really is. A Google Form is a way for you to create an online form that you're able to gather any information that you're looking for, whether it's maybe an exit ticket or a very quick survey, or you could even do an entire unit test if it fit this particular format. Google Forms are actually just a face or the front end of a Google spreadsheet where all the information is then put into, and it's categorized by the way you've created your form. So in reality, when users whether they're your students or your parents or your staff even, when they're accessing and inputting information into a Google form, they're going to be putting this into a spreadsheet. So the information is manageable, the data is friendly, and you're able to manipulate it in terms of categories, and you're able to go ahead and just move it around like we've taken a look in Google Spreadsheet in Unit 2. Well, let's go ahead and just jump right in and start taking a look at how to create a form. When you open up Google Forms, it's going to go ahead and start out by asking you to go ahead and choose a title and a theme. And I'm going to go ahead and keep my title consistent with our test titles that we've been doing for this class. And this will be a test form. And just like with Google Presentations, there are lots of different themes to choose from. Really, it just fits whatever you are into. I know that my students like it when the forms are a little more fun and a little more friendly and kind of exciting to look at. But I'm also a big believer in keeping things simple. So I'm going to go ahead with, I'll just go with the default theme. And when I've gone ahead and clicked on default, then I can see by the blue perimeter that is what I've selected, or what's already been selected by default. I'm going to click OK, and there we go. As my target is pointed out, the name has already been changed to test form, and within the form itself, it's got the same name, test form. Each of these you can always edit at any time. Just click on either of the text areas and go ahead and make your changes. The name of the form is followed by a very quick description. So the area below the title is just an area for further instructions or helpful tips, or just whatever other information you'd like to provide to those who are going to be inputting information. By default, I'm going to go ahead and bring my target down here. This is the very first question that every form begins with. So this is a multiple choice question, and we can see below there that it starts with one option, and then we are free to add as many options as we'd like to. Over here on the left-hand side, below the title area and the further information area, we've got the question title, help text, and the question type. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave everything here. I'll just go ahead and give this as or rename the untitled question to a test question. And a help text is just tips to help. And that could be anything such as, make sure you read the question carefully, go back and double check your answer. It can really be anything that you deem necessary. Below that, we've got the question type. And the question type can be any of the following. Bring my target up here. It can be a text question where the user would be asked a question and given the opportunity to type in as much text as they want. Although this text question type is one that I would use for a one-word or very short answer question. The text area that they give for this question is small, and it sort of just lends itself to a very quick answer. If you're looking for a more thoughtful and a more profound answer, paragraph text would, I think, be more applicable for that. A paragraph text gives a bigger text box for the user to fill in. People are more inclined to type more or give more information if they feel like they have more room to be working with, to be typing into. Below that is the multiple choice, where you go ahead and give the user different choices to select. Very similar to the multiple choice would be a checkbox, and that's just where you would literally take your mouse pointer and just check the correct answer or the answer that you believe. Choose from a list would give the user a pull menu of options or of choices. A scale would give the user a scale of 1 to 10 or a number that you would determine. It's one that you would use if you were trying to gauge preferences on a particular topic or a subject. And then we've also got the grid, which is a new one that I have not actually used myself, but I have taken a look at it. It's a good one to be checking out. The grid question type is more of a likely, less likely, more likely kind of questioning that you might have participants or have users take. It's also a good way to gauge personal feelings as far as what somebody believes that they feel strongly about or that they feel not quite as strongly about. It allows you to create sort of a ranking system of questions there.